Hello guys, it's time for one more Homelab upgrade. I've got multiple mini PCs and different systems that occasionally need direct access for BIOS settings, OS installs, or troubleshooting, and I don't want to keep moving HDMI and USB cables between machines every time. It gets annoying fast. So I reached out to TESmart, and they agreed to send me HKS801, an 8-port KVM switch for free, and they prepared a discount code for you guys. Links in the description. Today, we will check what it is capable of, how to combine it with JetKVM for full remote access, and how to switch inputs remotely. It's an 8K version because when I asked for a review unit, I copied and pasted the wrong model number. So, if you want to learn from my stupid mistakes, subscribe. For Homelab, I prefer to have 4K and 16 inputs. I do not really need 8K for now, so if I use it as 4K, it can do higher refresh rates like 120 Hz or 144 Hz. Inside the box, we have a full set of HDMI and USB cables, IR remote control, an IR receiver cable, a power adapter, rack ears, and 3-pin connector for RS-232. On the front, we have controls for selecting inputs 1 through 8. There is also an auto-scan function with timer settings. A close button turns off the display and reduces power consumption, and a 2-digit display lets you quickly see which input is active. This is useful when you are using a display and keyboard integrated into a rack and want to quickly switch to a different server. The switch also supports IR and network remote control, but the key feature for me is keyboard hotkey switching, which will make more sense later in the video. On the back we have 8 inputs. Each server connects with HDMI and USB 3.2 Gen 1, and 1 HDMI output. Normally this would go directly to a monitor, but in my setup this HDMI output will go to JetKVM. There are also USB ports for a keyboard, mouse and flash drive. The switch also has RS-232 control, which is very interesting for Homelab users, because it means input switching can potentially be controlled with an ESP32. Basically, you just need to send this command string over serial with a TTL converter and replace the red part with the input number. And of course there is the power and IR receiver input. Now let's mount it in the rack. First, I'll attach the rack ears and prepare the space where it will be installed. When I planned my rack layout, I left 2U of space near the middle of the rack so the cables can easily reach both the servers at the top and the ones at the bottom. The switch will take 1U and I will keep the other 1U free for future expansion. I'm going to label and connect each cable to the servers. Labeling will make it much easier later when I need to change something. After that, I connected the switch HDMI output to JetKVM input. Then the USB from JetKVM goes to the switch keyboard USB input. That's all. Let's check power consumption. As you can see, power consumption is not bad at all. Only 3.3 watts without video output, and it consumes 3 watts more when output is enabled. Real servers often have built-in management interfaces, which is nice, but those features add extra power consumption, almost 5 watts for each machine, and if you have many servers, it's not nice anymore. Okay, now I am on my desktop, so let's open the JetKVM web interface and test it. By the way, JetKVM is limited to 1080p resolution and 30 FPS, so 4K 30 FPS is more than enough. Switching inputs directly with keyboard hotkeys is not possible because JetKVM does not pass through keyboard button combinations exactly like a normal keyboard connected directly. But there is a perfect solution. We need to create keyboard macros. By default, the TESmart switch can change inputs by pressing right control 2 times, then the input number in a 3-second window, and it's customizable. You can configure other combinations too. So to create a macro, go to Settings, then Keyboard Macros, and create a macro with a combination right control again, and then the input number. The macro button appears on the top panel. I already created 8 buttons, 1 for each input, and now I can change servers just by clicking them. Nice. No cable swapping, just 1 click, and I'm on a different machine. Laziness 1. If you want to manage a Windows OS remotely through JetKVM, and are having driver issues, go to the Hardware tab, select Custom as the class, and disable the Enable Mass Storage option. That said, I'm not sure why anyone would manage an OS this way when remote desktop exists. I am very pleased with the switch. It works perfectly. The only thing is that 8 ports are not enough for me. There are no free ports left, so I advise you to get a 16-port one if you can. And combining the switch with JetKVM makes it a really powerful combo. Let me know in the comments how you manage your Homelab. Do you use a KVM switch, or are you still moving cables around like I was? By the way, guys, is anyone interested in voice over IP stuff? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, it really helps, and I'll see you in the next one.